ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು.
ವಸ್ತಾ ಅಂತಾನೆ కదా.
ಅದೇ ಮಮ್ಮಿನ ಅಡುಗೆ ನಾನು ವಸ್ತುಲ ಅన్నారు.
Okay, hey guys, Suraj here from the Middle Class Baker. In today's motor vlog, I am gonna do a short trip, which is from Vidyaranyapura to BTM Layout, and it's gonna be a really short trip, probably around 21 kilometers. But I thought I'll just take you guys along with me and see what's the traffic on a Saturday in Bangalore. So let's start. First off, I need to take a break at this mart called Vishal Mart because my wife needs to buy something, I think a glass water bottle. So let me just wait for her here while she goes and comes back quickly.
Bag please.
Okay, my wife's back, so let's leave now.
That's it.
Can you keep this?
Keep it in the bag. That's it.
It's a pretty goddamn sunny day, huh? It's humid, it's hot, and me on top of it wearing a jacket, a black one that too. The ETA should be probably in 1.5 hours. Right now the time is 11:40. I think I'll be reaching there probably by 12:40 or probably by 1 if the traffic is decent. If it's more, then it's gonna be the easy day. I might probably reach there around 1:30 or so. ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಟನ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. Riding the wheels is like not the best thing that has ever happened to me. Like some damn, there's no words for me to even describe it. You know what's the best part, guys? Like I sort of felt before riding this Meteor that it's gonna be heavy. I had this myth or assumption that all Royal Enfield bikes are heavy, not just to handle them, but also I thought I might feel it while I'm riding it. But trust me, when the vehicle is on halt, yes, it is of course very heavy. It's like almost you're sort of handling a bull. But when the vehicle moves, as soon as you cross 10 kilometers per hour speed, you literally feel no weight. I sort of feel more easy than my other naked bike because this that I have to do, but I really don't have to put any struggle on the bike. That's something that I really love about this bike. But when it's on fault, damn, trust me, like I have no clue in case if the fuel sort of goes low or something. I have no idea how I'm gonna push it or so. So my only thing is always make sure that there is fuel in this bike, at least 4 to 5 liters, so I don't end up in that situation, because trust me, I cannot with this heavy motor. So people in Vidyaranyapura would identify this road, because this is Vidyaranyapura main road heading towards Tinlu Junction. If I take a left, it's Tinlu. If I take a right, then it's Jotapum Chandrahar. Today is Saturday, which is very auspicious day for Sanishwara Swami, which the temple is here. Swami. And coming back to this bike, in third gear, the sweet spot of this bike is actually in third gear. Will do anywhere as low as 20 kilometers speed per hour, all the way up to 50. So you don't have to frequently keep changing the gears in traffic. Like, neck to neck traffic, just put it in third gear, and if the traffic is a moving one, like 20 kilometers and above, up to 50 kilometers, easily will pull it up in third gear. You really don't have to go down or go above. See, right now I am at third gear, if you can see, and I'm doing a speed about 20, 30. Now I'm all the way down to 20. I still haven't changed my gear. I'm clocking at 20 kilometer speed per hour, and yeah, it's so easy, very easy. And as easy for me to overtake in the same gear. I still didn't pick up. cornering, I thought I was sort of panic that it might flip along the way to the side that I'm cornering. But no, it's very, I feel very confident. It's very nice to corner on this bike. The only one issue is that you can't do too much of cornering because the leg pedals or the pegs are very low, so they sort of have a friction on the road, and that's not good. So not every time it's gonna look cool while the sparks come out. Most of the times you might also get stuck in the form. It is goddamn hot, and I think I'm the most stupidest person to wear this riding jacket. But yeah, it's regulator hot. I might sweat in, but safety is first. I'm very keen on my safety, guys, trust me. Very, very keen on my safety. I would like to, gear up properly and take the bike out. Don't like to, ride a bike without a helmet or, jacket. Even if I don't have a proper jacket, I'll at least try wearing Decathlon fur jacket or something like that. It gives me a little confidence. So when there's something miserable that happens, I can save myself at least 90%. And yeah, gloves, not for city, because trust me, it's very hard with gloves in the city, especially in this hot sun. I have it though in my bag. In case if I have plans of going highways also, I'm definitely going to put it up. I'm not going to take the bike to highways as of now because the number plate is not yet delivered. They only issued the number for me, so the number plate is not yet delivered. Without which I doubt if I can take it to highways, which is out of Bangalore limits. I'm not sure even the first place if I can ride without a number plate in cities. It's a new bike, so I'm hoping that no cops or anybody will stop me and question me why there's no number plate. Only and only because of which I am riding this particular motor on the road as of now, even without the number plate. Setup is very weird for me because I have this Rode go-to mic, so I haven't connected any PRS mic or label mic to my action camera directly because my action camera does not have a 3.5mm jack port because I'm using DJI Action 3 which comes with a C-type, and all the C-type mics are very expensive. The Sennheiser ones and all are like very expensive. They're around 2,000, 3,000 bucks. And I thought it's not right for me to go ahead and put it because I've just started vlogging. So I've already had this wireless go-to wireless mic. So that is sort of handy, sort of fits inside my helmet. So I sort of put a Velcro tape where one end of the tape sticks to my helmet and the other tape I have fixed it as behind my Rode go-to clip-on. And then I just stick it, and it's weightless, it's not that heavy. It should probably be less than 500 grams both, so it easily sticks. Because in case if it was heavy, then it would not stick. The Velcro is not that strong, but this does the job for me. And on Rode go-to mic, I've always put on this option called always record, so I don't need to connect it to any camera as such. Will record the moment I turn on the mic and the receiver. Now this is the traffic that I was speaking about, when you remember I said New BL Road is going to be quite traffic. This is really traffic. Horrible traffic, right? cops that are standing on the other side, but these people don't realize that they keep going on the other side of the lane. But the traffic cop is very shallow. He sort of hides behind that big tree that you see there. And most people get caught. I'm not sure if they're fine or they just give warning. Most of the scenarios, they're not going to give warning because this is actually a bad thing to do. It's not something that, you can go off with warning, because anybody from the opposite side without knowing takes a shot, and you going on the opposite side is about 30-40, and if you're not really good at braking, of course you're going to go on a ramp on to the opposite vehicle, which will cause a lot of damage. If it's to you, then it's okay because it's your mistake, but since it's happening to the opposite person, it's not their mistake. So that's a big crime according to me. This traffic the problem is the signal that is, that they put on green is for very less seconds. Like in cars, you see it's already green and almost 5 to 6 seconds have already passed until the side of the lane has been moved. See, great. And this is exactly why, people start going on the opposite side. Either the lane could have been big, or the folks who are waiting in the signal to be a little active. I always have this complaint. I don't know why folks always use their phone when the signal is on red. Instead, it's just a minute. Keep looking at the red signal. As soon as it's green, start your vehicle and move. That will solve most of the traffic violations, honestly. Now my first service hasn't been done yet because I've only clocked about 100 kilometers. The first service is usually after 500 kilometers or 45 days. I am sure that I might clock 500 kilometers less than 45 days, but yeah, let's see. Let's wait and see. I'll give you the insight about my first service, what's the on-road price, what's the service charge that has been charged for my first service. I've been put up in Bangalore and I live towards Yelahanka, so my first service I might be giving it to a service center which is owned by Acclaim Motors, which is where I got my bike as well. I got my bike delivered from them as well. So I'm gonna give a try there and see how are the charges for the first service. Some of them are saying that the service would be around 2,000 to 2,500 because since it's the first service, they're going to change a lot of things like air filter and certain caps here and there. So they're saying it's going to be a little expensive. But the second service, which is 5,000 kilometers, they're not going to change anything. It's only going to be a general service and an oil change. That should come around 1,200 or so. So this is going to be a little expensive, the first one. I've already prepared for up to 2,500. Anything same or anything less than that, I'm not going to be surprised. But anything more than that, of course, I'm going to be surprised because, yeah, I mean, it's a 350cc engine vehicle and the first service will go beyond 3K or 4,000 rupees. But fingers crossed. This is Ramaya University. I'm in UBS Road. I'm sure the traffic is going to be massive on to my Gold Coast grounds. I'm planning to actually take the Nandi Durga road and go to Cantonment, then Chinnaswamy Stadium, and then Koramangala, Hosur Road, and then BTM Layout. I might take a tea break in between because there's a nice Thai shop in that Koramangala 8th block. So I'm sort of planning on taking a small Thai break there. very honest, I have no idea, guys, because this is like my third video in motovlogging and the second video that I'm actually speaking. My first motovlogging video where I have spoken was an utter nonsense. So yeah, I have no idea what I've speaking because I'm pretty new to it. So I'm sort of learning. I'll pick up really quick. Hopefully you guys also like the way I speak and I'm engaging with y'all, because yeah, this channel wouldn't be so far without you people. I've clocked almost 1,765 subscribers, about 1.8 lakh views on my channel. It's all because of you guys. Regardless whether he's overtaking or not, even in slow speed, when the thing cannot brake after seeing it, definitely gonna crash. The road is so empty, but I cannot actually cross 70. I have to stay within the limits of 70 because on a longer run I need the fuel mileage. I don't want to put my engine to the limits of it. And I was also adjusting my mirrors, so there was a shock for me to see those two guys jump in the middle of the road all of a sudden. It is actually so good for everybody to have a motovlog setup, either whether you're doing the motovlog or not, because you capture everything while you're riding or driving, and if there is something horrible that happens and you don't have a proof, and if you're an youngster or if you're someone who's the horrible thing has happened between you and a female, of course the crowd that's around you are going to support the female, or if you're an youngster they're going to support the opposite person, because you're an youngster, you should be who's done the mistake. But in order to overcome that, the simplest thing that you can do is just buy a cam, put it up in your head mount or helmet mount, or in your bike handle mount, and yeah, you will do the job great because you have a proof. You can at least have a polite argument saying, what, the fault is not on me, it's on the opposite person. I have a proof. I really wish, this light had an off switch, and let just the rounder LED ring be lit, not the whole halogen bulb, because it's a lot of waste to the battery, I feel. And trust me, nobody is going to give a damn to the light that is glowing, because either way, like you just saw two guys just jump. I'm sure they didn't see the halogen bulb, nor me. So I think it's sort of a useless for the halogen bulb to be on. Could be just the daylight outer ring light that could have been on and not the whole thing. That is something that I really wish it was there. I need to put my YouTube stickers actually on the side so that people, when I'm standing on signals like that, they sort of click it and try subscribing and check out my channel. A good marketing strategy, pulling in people. previous videos, a lot of y'all have been asking me about the on-road ride, how's my experience, is this super navigator, stock wala, all that I'll try answering in my upcoming videos. So if in case you're watching this video without subscribing, go ahead and click on the subscribe button, click on the bell icon, so you will have an idea about what my content is, and also for someone who's keen on understanding Royal Enfield bikes or Royal Enfield Meteor 350cc specifically, you will get a greater idea about it, because I'm gonna come up with a lot of content regarding this bike, and I'm also gonna do a lot of motovlogging trips. So stay tuned. Sort of having fuel my bike seems like I have half tank, so probably while coming back to my place I might fuel it. Sort of searching for a Shell petrol pump so that I can fill my tank. But my fuel has been a little weird, because right after I took my bike from the showroom, the fuel was literally nil. Like they're just giving me so that the bike gets turned on. Just for the ignition spark, I think that filled the fuel. So I immediately had to go to the nearest petrol pump, which was Bharat Petroleum, filled it up for 500, rode all the way to Koramangala again, because that's where my wife's place is. Came back to Vidyaranyapura, and then the next day had been to JC Road. So at that point of time, the closest petrol pump for me near my place is Indian Oil. So I had to go there. Now again filling it up from Shell. I don't know how good that's gonna be for my bike. Also, currently Indian Oil fuels are, or at least the petrol pumps have been renovated mostly, at least in the cities of Bangalore. I've seen that very well maintained now. They're renovating it, they're trying to keep it at par with private petroleum pumps like this Geo or Reliance and Shell. I wish even Bharat Petroleum does something like that. Have some competition, because that's what we as the consumers need. Give us options, don't have a monopoly in a market, because that way a guy over dominates and prices go up. This road is empty, guys. This is like the Nandipurga road, which is towards Bangalore. This road is literally empty. In case if I had taken the Gold Coast road right now, it will be very trafficy, because towards that signal and all, no, it will be very trafficy, but still it will be a moving traffic. It's not going to be like the traffic that's all like you see in Madiwala or Silkboard. If you are someone who's working in Infosys towards the responsibility, you might know the traffic scenario is that. Not going to be that worse traffic. It's going to be a moving traffic, but this road is much better than that. I have a muscle tear on my right hand leg in my inner thigh portion. Very hard for me to put my leg down while I'm stopping the bike and then keeping it up again on the bed. I know it is a problem when scenarios like this traffic ride and there's bicycles. The view is very restricted. because I'm talking right now so much because these are not scenario roads, like there are no sceneries out here for me to let you people enjoy. It's a proper trafficy, small lane road, so there's nothing interesting here for you people to see, and I'm trying to be very engaged. But in case you feel I'm talking way too much, let me know. In case you feel that the camera angle should be a little up, little down, let me know. In case if the audio is not good, please let me know. Let me know if there is anything that has to be sorted out, because you people are the ones who correct me. When I edit, I sort of feel that I'm always correct. That ego is there now. Since it's my product, I feel it's always correct and it's good. But will only know when the audience let me know their feedback. even if the match is not happening in Cinnamon Stadium. I have no idea why that happens. Maybe they put a screening inside where people go in and watch it. I've never been to Cinnamon Stadium or for the matter of fact to any stadium. I'm not a sports person. Usually don't go and see sports. Even if I see, my dad will watch it at home and I might sit with him and just enjoy it for like about 15-20 minutes and then I'll go. So the gearing ratios of this, I sort of figured it out till third gear. Like first to second should be changed at 20, and from 20 you have to be in second gear up to 30. At 30, no matter what, you have to go to your third gear. From third gear to, I think you can go all the way up to 50. Going without any pressure on the engine, like there's no vibrations or that jerk that you get when you don't change the gears, or then you don't feel that there's any pressure on the engine as such. So that way this is a better bike for traffic. And yeah, again on fourth gear I'm able to do it up to 80. I sort of figured that out while I took the vehicle delivery. The doors, I took it up till 18 fourth gear, and then fifth gear and above I haven't tried it. I'm eagerly waiting to finish my first service test all around my Gotham highway. My first trip I'm planning in south, which is either towards Tamil Nadu, which is going to be a pilgrim place for sure. My first visit I wanted to do a pilgrim place because I got this bike after too much of hustle. It's technically like how Rama went 14 years to forest and then came back. My story is similar to that because I waited for this bike for 14 years. It's not a bike that came very easily to me, so it looks like that, but it's not. I waited for too long. So my first place that I go with this bike, outside Bangalore, I've always wanted to be like a pilgrim place. And my pilgrim place is actually one is the big temple, the Solar temple, and the other one is Palani, which is Lord Subramanian. Either of these two temples I will visit, and not, and if it's possible, I might visit both, depends on my budget, depends on the time that I can spend on particular trip, because if I'm going, I'm obviously going to go with my wife. I'm not going to do a solo trip. She has to take off. I need to figure out the route. I need to figure out how much of the time can I spend in one place, because one temple is in Tanjavur, which is Tanjore, and the other one is in Palani. Not close places. It's a little far, like say around 200 to 250 kilometers is what I'm assuming. Not sure. I'm just approximately saying could be more. My first trip is going to be either one of these, and some second trip I'm planning to do some scenic trips like Coorg or Kodaikanal, Mudugiri Hills, Aircard. Let's hope for the best. To my mother-in-law's place. I didn't want to take this bike because it's a new bike. There's a bit of a hassle for me to park there because that lane is pretty small and they're building also there too many people, so usually you don't get the parking even inside the compound. But then I felt I have to take it out. It's been almost a week since I've taken it out. The last time I took it out was I went to JC Road. That video is also being posted on YouTube. I went to JC Road to get my PTF done. But PTF was very expensive, so I ended up doing lamination. So this is particularly how the lamination great work actually that was done in this particular shop or showroom. I don't believe it's a showroom, so I'm gonna term it as a store or a shop. It is by favorite cars and bikes JC Road. Not great work, guys. Trust me, they just did it for the sake of doing it. And they charge way too much money for this crap. Look at the mask, like you see the mask, right? I paid 2,500 rupees for it. Felt really shitty about me for paying that much money while I was back, because I asked about these masks to the particular person who did the PPF or the lamination right when he was doing it. He just gave me a blunt reason saying right now it's being put on, so the glue has to dry up. Please go and then check once you reach home. It needs to, settle, and that will take anywhere about 2 to 3 hours. And after 2 to 3 hours, nothing changed. So I thought, let's give it a day, maybe, nothing changed. And even after 7 days, when I took my bike out and I saw this, nothing has changed. It's literally the same however it was when you put the lamination. Pretty bad walk, but yeah, I had to get it done because this particular tank is very big. Like anybody putting their hands on with a ring or with a little bigger nails will easily give a scratch. So that's why I had to be sure about putting something. Couldn't do much of the research. Just bought the bike. Next day itself I went there, got my DBS done. Yeah, this is Chinnaswamy Road. You can see already they're selling jerseys. Lot of people are there. I have no idea how much the jersey prices are. Bangalore from past year or so has been way trafficy than it usually is. Like it's a little hard thing to digest actually, because the roads are being overpopulated. Like so many two-wheelers, cars and autos. It's just been really troublesome traveling from one place to another place lately. If you have to go to any place in Bangalore, the best thing for you to do is leave before 1.5 hours, regarding whether the distance is just 5 kilometers or 40 kilometers, because you never know. Like for example, for you to travel from Koramangala to BTM, you have to leave before half an hour or 1 hour, and the distance from Koramangala to BTM is only about, let's say, 5 to 6 kilometers. Will easily take 45 minutes, because that underpass in Madiwala is massively crowded. Like you will just halt there for about 20 minutes just for the sake of traffic, and it's really a hectic job even for the traffic police. They do their best jobs, of course, but still, I think all of these traffic sense in common people will sort the problems out, but I'm not sure how well that's gonna be soon implemented by us, including myself, because nor am I very great at following traffic rules. Most of the time even I overtake on the other side of the lane. I'm trying to control all of those things, but yeah, urgency, some situations, is something that I really need to control while I'm riding, because like I said, it's not just my job that is being put into risk. I am putting my pillion into risk. I'm putting the opposite vehicle or the person who is coming in risk. I'm okay if I end up in some miserable situation, because it's my mistake when I try overtaking in the opposite lane, or when I try driving recklessly. But that shouldn't affect somebody else. even now whenever I'm riding this particular motor, I'm very cautious. I don't try going very fast. Also, you can't do zigzags like you do in the naked bike. That's another whole topic for me to discuss, but you get the point, right? Drive safely, drive gently, so that you enjoy the ride and not put our life and somebody else's life in harmful situation. By the way, tomorrow is my birthday. No idea about what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I thought if the number plates had arrived from my particular vehicle, I thought I'll fit them and I will take them out, probably out of Bangalore to some place, but the number plates haven't arrived. I've just got my virtual RC, not even the smart card, like the hard copy, so I cannot take it out. I just don't want to go and spend it in some restaurant having some kebab and non-veg and then coming back with bloated stomach and passing out. That's not my way of celebrating my birthday. I'm clueless actually. I really need to think what I have to do tomorrow to make it look a little interesting and not boring, because every birthday of mine is sort of boring. I usually go meet my present wife, but back then she was my girlfriend. We'll go meet her, spend time with her, go to a restaurant, hot food. We'll drop her off by 7 or 8 in the evening and we'll drive all the way back alone. That will be very boring for me. At least this time, I want to do something interesting. But that comes with a price, right? Anything interesting, anything luxury, anything scenic, anything pleasant always comes at a cost. Something is free. My worst nightmare that should not happen, but I'm feeling that might happen right now is I haven't connected the mic with a cable to my action camera, because like I previously said, the mic is being connected, I mean it's not connected to the action camera, but instead there's an option called always record, so I just have to turn on the receiver and the transmitter of Rode Go2 mic and it will automatically keep recording internally, because it's got its own storage space. Up to 7 hours or so it's gonna record. Now my only panic is it that happening properly, or I don't know if it stops and I'm talking like an idiot from past, say 1 hour, and I have no clue if all of that is being recorded. Otherwise you guys are just gonna get this video with the bike sound. Judgments about this bike are sort of correct for me right now, because I'm able to judge it when I'm taking it, or when I'm trying to corner it, or when I'm trying to dodge traffic, which I didn't have it the first 2 or 3 instances because it was a little off for me. The cop almost came like he's gonna catch us. No idea. He saw something and he stopped. Maybe he saw there's no number board in my bike and stopped, or no clue. But he gave a jerk, like just came sprint and went back. So this is Church Street, guys. Happening road, 24/7, all 365 days. But I have no clue what's in this road, because I work in Church Street in a live venue called Blue Frog for almost a year. I've almost been in open corners of this brigade scenes. Nothing great, to be honest. I don't know why people keep coming here again and again. Maybe they feel that there's nothing else in the brigade road. That was a close one though. feel that this is a big bike that you're riding only in traffic like this because it takes quite a amount of space on the road. And the best part of having such big bikes though, when you're trying to cross or when you're trying to dodge traffic, if it's a car or somebody who's behind you, they sort of actually stop and give you way. But if you're taking a small bike, they don't. And this is not because, the bigger bikes are expensive. I'm not trying and saying it in that way. They stop because these bikes can actually damage their car, whereas the smaller ones cannot damage. The smaller ones can give a damage, probably like a scratch or something like that, but these bigger bikes, with all these scratch guards, can actually create quite a damage through the opposite vehicle. So hence, they actually stop. Like how they stop when they look at a lorry or a bus, they sort of stop that way. This is what I'm sort of experiencing for the past 3 times which I've taken my vehicle out. I might be wrong, but this is my prediction or my perspective of why they stop. This man, I don't know where to go. To the right, left indicator, great. I don't know why he's doing that one. Extreme right. it up in future. I love kids watching me do the motocross thing because it's something that I'm trying and inspiring them. Like, I know I'm not a big rider or a celebrity rider, but somewhere here and there. To be very honest, I never got motivated from a celebrity blogger or a rider. I got motivated by looking into a person who used to stay on a similar floor of my apartment. Like, he used to always be cleaning the bikes or repairing them, have always fun with them, taking for a long ride and posting it on status. And I was really inspired about it, and that's when I was like, this guy is having the life of his movement, or the movement of his life, That's when I was like, I want to do it. Even I want to experience bikes, I want to experience jogging, I want to experience how culture is different from one part to another part, because that's the beauty of India, right? Like in Bangalore, the culture is a little different. While you slightly go down more south towards Tamil Nadu, it's different. You go to food, the culture is completely different. Though food in Bangalore is from Karnataka, the cultural differences that we have in our nation is quite amazing. And I want to experience them and understand how this difference is, and also let people know about it. Not just experiencing it for the sake of my joy, but also sharing that with other folks. I wonder how these banners are put behind the auto. Is this the concern of the owner, or because usually there's like a empty transparent pack like the one you see in this auto, no? I think this is for them to see what's happening behind, right? Otherwise, they really won't know what's happening behind. But when they cover it up, I have no idea how they take reverse and all such things, because I think in the present autos, you do have a functionality to take a reverse. I sort of wondered, even in cars when they do that, no, they usually fill it up with a lot of teddy bears and pillows, big baby on board and etc. But how do they get us through? I have no idea how they get us through. That small off-road portion didn't bother me at all because of my longer wheelbase. I think it's 19 at the front and 17 at the rear, if I'm not wrong. No idea though. I just remember seeing it at this website called Bikewala when I was trying to pick this bike. I want to go and understand it. Yeah, I think it's 19 on the front and 17 at the rear. What I like about this bike, because it gives you a humongous wheel in the front which easily rolls over any hurdle, like any gravel portion or too many potholes, easily rolls over. But the Pillion has a tough time, that I need to accept. The Pillion has a very tough time in off-road, unlike the rider, because rider is comfortably positioned in between, but the Pillion is positioned on smaller rear wheels. So he or she is going to have a really tough time. Called a Foramangala signal or Forum signal. This is Forum. Used to be termed as Forum. I think now it's Nexus Foramangala. Forum is much easier than Nexus Foramangala. I don't know why they changed it. I like the Forum way better than Nexus. But yeah. Maliwala is again going to be very traffic. At least I'm hoping it's going to be. So let's see. Everybody covered road and signal that so I see study on the side of the road. See, like I said, traffic is always. They should probably remove the name Madiwala and term it as traffic area. Always next to next traffic always comes on any time of the day. Probably this traffic will not be when there's a Karnataka Bandh or India Bandh or Bharat Bandh, whatever you want to type out, or COVID. I think it's only on those days that this road had no vehicle on it, but every other time 365 days, Sunday, Saturday, no matter what day, Diwali, whatever function it is going to be way traffic. That is because this road is what that leads you out of Bangalore if you want to go towards Hosur, Tamil Nadu, Krishnagiri, all of that places. You have to go on this road. So on Saturdays or any holidays, people try leaving Bangalore and go out for a ride. On other days, a lot of IT companies are based on this side. For example, like Electronic City, Immerse is there. A couple of other universities are there, and I'm assuming even TCS and Titan is this side. So they go to jobs. So it's pretty much piled up. Actually, this is much better, to be honest. There is little less traffic since it's a Saturday. I think the office people are not there, just the folks that are leaving Bangalore. For example, that person is a PL registered, so he's going towards Tamil Nadu for sure via Hosur. And yeah, like for me, I think folks who are trying to travel outside or towards Hosur are on this particular road. Otherwise, even the IT employees in all the companies are there. Even those days will be on this road, and hectic traffic will be there. Wasn't the sound banned actually? The prayer sound. I think in the year 2019 there was a circulation saying mosques should be, putting it out on loudspeakers like this. But no idea that's who do it. helped me actually, because we did go for shopping and all that, and at that point of time the sun was out there massively. At least now it's not much because we are nearing towards winter, but at that point of time towards May, June and all, no, massively it was hot. And I wasn't tanned much. Probably I would have tanned 30% rather than 100%, because I was using sunscreen. And I use this brand called Dotton. I use the orange flavor of sunscreen. It's sort of liquid, really good. I have no idea why I'm talking about sunscreen. Maybe because I have nothing else to talk, and I'm also pissed because of this traffic and hot sun. Wearing the jacket, I'm already sweating under my armpits and stuff. Oh god, give me a break. Not the traffic break, but a break where you turn on the green lights and I can go faster and reach the destination. And sleep on the couch and then take a break. I hope I'm recording. That's nice. 1 second. So this DJI cam, no? DJI action cam, no? I think it records about 70 minutes, which is low to an hour with all the screens off. So I have no idea when it's gonna shut off itself. So I believe that I'm gonna have like a proper ending. Because every time I come out this side, no, I start off really well, but there's no ending at all because my camera dies. Yeah. It's really hard to talk and then to hold the clutch, brake, engine brake, change the gear. Really tough. takes about 10 minutes or so. I don't know why the stop for the halt here is so long. Every time I come and halt here, I'm almost halted for 10 minutes or so. Let's check now. The time is around 12:01. Let's see when they turn on the signal. So this side of the road for me to go and enter BTM. So this is Hosur Road. In case if I was on the bridge, I would have gone towards Electronic City and then reached Hosur. And then under the bridge, this particular ride is going to lead me to BTM. But I'm not going to go completely straight because I am going to go to a place called Nagara. What the pronunciation is. We'll go and then we'll be the last. God damn, please leave this side. Let me create a neutral. These customers have been holding us up for a very long time. Opposite side to the traffic that was going has been put on green. So these days will go for another 3 minutes. We're gonna take time there. I really wish YouTube had this, two-way communication where I'm live streaming and folks can get into the channel and actually ask me questions or converse with me, like any random person getting onto the channel during my video and asking me questions like where am I, what do I do. If that comes up, I'm sure one day this is going to happen with all the AI and technology that is going further. I'm sure this is possible down the line, or I'm not sure if it's already possible and these guys haven't used it. But if that is there, great. With the reasons, the fewer air fibers, if they can come up with a smaller unit where I can power it up with a power bank, have good speed, I can easily do live streaming. And the other end of whoever the viewers or the subscribers can just open my channel, click on the chat icon or the mic icon, like how WhatsApp has, and can communicate. But the only problem is not everybody can speak at once, because that way I'm not going to understand. So there should be some way, to deal with this. Probably when one person is trying and recording, or one person is trying and communicating with me, the others should not be able to even get a hold on that mic icon. Like I said, 5 minutes. Usually I stand here for 10 minutes, but this time it's okay. 5 minutes. ABS is so good, guys. Actually, I'm using the ABS just wire braking or whatever, fiber or whatever braking for the first time, because in my older bike it was drum brake, both front and back. No, actually front was disc. What a fucking idiot. Coming back to the topic, front was disc, back was drum, but no ABS and no very high technology braking system. So that was a little slippery. Like my brakes will get locked if I'm doing a very hard brake, especially on roads that is wet, or if it's got too much of gravel or mud. It will lock itself and I'll only be skidding. Like the vehicle will never stop, but the wheels will get locked. But this is not like that. This on any surface, actually the vehicle comes to an halt. Maybe also the bike weight is helping that, because the center of gravity and the curb weight of this bike is almost 200 kg. Maybe because of that also, and since my speeds are usually low, I'm not going and braking at 100 kilometers per hour. I'm usually braking around 50, 60. So that's a very, fair amount of speed for me to stop the bike with this particular technology of ABS and then the braking system. So yeah, I'm liking the response of it. This is why I love this bike. Like, you know how easily I can overtake that, and the road is inclined, not straight. Things like this is what that makes me happy. we've almost reached our destination. This is where we're supposed to come. This is the building that I'm supposed to park my bike. Hopefully there's parking space. Yes, there is parking space. Great. Okay, with this I will end this vlog. I will meet you when I'm going back to my place. Take care guys. See you.
ఆఫ్టర్ మ్యారేజ్ నోడిಲ್ಲ ನಾನು
వస్తా ఉంటాను కదా.
అదే మమ్మీని అడుగుతా ఉన్నాను, వస్తుందా అన్నారు, చూడలేదు నేను.
వస్తా ఉంటాను. లాస్ట్ వెన్ వి వెంట్ వెడ్నెస్డే
Wednesday.
ఇలా చూసాను నేను.
Bye.
ఓకే.